Hi everyone, and welcome back. My name is Rovent, and today we're going to be mixing some more Minecraft biomes. For those who don't know, this is a series where we get two different biomes and mix them together, and make a new biome out of them. In this video, I'll be showing you 10 new biomes, so grab a snack, sit back and relax as we start the video. Let's start with the jungle biome. What would it look like if it was mixed with a cherry blossom biome? The new biome would look like this, and it will be called the Tranquil Forest. This biome has jungle leaves, vines, and flowers everywhere, and it would be as rare to find as a jungle biome. The landscape is extremely peaceful, because wherever you look, there are great views, and animals spawn abundantly in every corner. One great thing about this biome is that hostile mobs rarely spawn at night, making it one of the safest biomes to be in. Because of this, the danger rating of this biome is a 3 out of 10, meaning it's very safe. Other than that, there are no structures in this biome other than ruined portals, and even they look out of place here. Overall, the Tranquil Forest gets a rating of 8 out of 10 because it's a very solid biome, and something that could be added to Minecraft as part of a larger update. Well, that was a pretty normal biome, but this next one is different, and you'll see what I mean. This next biome is a mix of the End Highlands and a warm ocean. Yeah, these two biomes are basically complete opposites. And as you might expect, when we have two completely different biomes, the mix is usually very weird. This new biome is called the Ender Ocean. It's a small island filled with water and features coral, tropical fish, and endermen. This biome would rarely be found in the End dimension, but only if you travel far away. And it's a way to obtain fish while traveling in the End, which are good food sources. If you find this biome, there aren't any immediate dangers, but keep in mind that there are some poisonous fish and endermen that wander around, as well as the risk of falling into the void. Because of those reasons, the danger rating for the Ender Ocean is a 6 out of 10, meaning it's a bit of a dangerous biome to be in. The only structures that can spawn in the Ender Ocean are ruins, and they can have chests with loot in them, which would be a reason to visit this place. It's a decent biome, so overall I would have to give it a rating of 6 out of 10, because it's something different. Next, what happens when two inhospitable biomes mix together? I'm talking about the desert, which only has sand and cacti, and the deep dark, where the warden spawns. This new biome would be called the Desert Depths. It's a rare variation of the deep dark, which can only be found beneath deserts, and the ancient city is a mix of sandstone and deep slate. One other detail about this biome is that husks can spawn here, and they don't trigger the warden, so be careful as it makes the Desert Depths even more dangerous. The danger level of the Desert Depths is a 7 out of 10, so you should definitely prepare well before entering this biome. Other than that, this biome is not too different from the normal Deep Dark, so I'm giving it an overall rating of 5 out of 10 as it doesn't add a lot of content to the game. While that was a cool biome, this next one actually looks insane. So we have the Lush Caves, and we're gonna mix it with ice spikes. This new biome is called the Icy Caves, and in my opinion it's one of the coolest biome mixes. This biome would be very common beneath snowy biomes, and the frozen blocks somehow go really well with the natural blocks of the Lush Caves. In the Icy Caves, all normal mobs can spawn, but with the addition of strays, which may make it a bit harder. But as far as the danger rating goes, this biome is only a 6 out of 10, because it's still pretty easy to survive in if you know what you're doing. The Icy Caves are also a good place to make an underground base, because of how good the area looks. And while you're there, you can try to find some ores as well. I'm giving the overall rating of this biome an 8 out of 10, simply because it looks like something I'd like to explore, and it would fit in with the current biomes. While that biome looked like something that can fit into Minecraft, this next one seems straight out of a mod pack. The two biomes we'll be mixing next are the End Highlands and the Nether Wastes. This new biome would be called the Distant Islands, and it would be an extremely rare biome, which only spawns thousands of blocks away in the End dimension. Every time this biome spawns, it generates a nether fortress, but rather than being made out of nether bricks, it's made from endstone bricks. The ground in the Distant Islands biome is made from netherrack, and occasionally you can find lava pools as well. This biome is very desolate, with almost no resources, except for chests inside the fortress. The only mobs that can spawn here are endermen, and there's also endermite spawners inside the structure. Because it's so barren, its danger rating is a 6 out of 10, as there are no immediate threats. However, there's also no chorus plants, so you'll need to pack your own food when traveling here. Overall, the Distant Islands biome gets an 8 out of 10, because it's not like anything else we've seen in Minecraft, and it adds an interesting aesthetic to the End. We've seen all kinds of biomes so far, but now we have something that's unlike the rest. For this next one, we're going to be mixing the Soul Sand Valley with a swamp biome. This new biome is called the Soul Sand Swamp, The Soul Sand Swamp is a variation of the swamp biome that's difficult to navigate in the day and treacherous at night. Let's just say this is definitely not a place you want to be in after sundown. In the Soul Sand Swamp, wither skeletons often spawn, and witches gather in groups to do spells. If you think you can swim away in this biome, think again, because the soul sand causes the water to bubble, making swimming impossible. Even boats get destroyed in this water, and seeing that happen is a spooky effect. In addition to all of that, even if you travel to the Soul Sand Swamp in the day, there are no animals that spawn naturally, so you won't have any food. This biome has a danger rating of 8 out of 10, meaning it's extremely dangerous and should not be traveled to unless you're prepared. In the Soul Sand Swamp, there's also a brand new village called the Swamp Village, but don't be deceived, this village is not inhabited by villagers, but by witches. If you manage to get into this village, you'll be rewarded by the good loot in the chests of the village huts. While you're there, you can also grab a cat because there's plenty around, but don't get caught by the witches. I'm giving the overall rating of this biome an 8 out of 10 because it's a unique concept and could work in Minecraft if done properly. This next biome is even more dangerous because we're going to mix the Soul Sand Valley with the End Islands. This new biome is called the Soul Sand Islands. The Soul Sand Islands is a rare nether biome where there's nothing but floating islands made of soul soil. Beneath the islands is a huge chasm with a lava ocean at the bottom. This biome has fossils, and the mobs that can spawn here are skeletons, endermen, and ghasts. The danger rating of this biome is a 9 out of 10, which is the highest given so far to any biome mix. If you find yourself unlucky enough to enter this biome, you'll be attacked on all sides, and there's absolutely nowhere to go, and one wrong move will send you falling into the lava below. The Soul Sand Islands is an extremely challenging biome, which I think would fit well into the nether, as most biomes feel too easy after a while. Overall, I rate the Soul Sand Islands an 8 out of 10, because it's a simple concept and would make the nether much harder. Okay, since the last two biomes have been very dangerous, let's take it down a notch and make the next one more peaceful. For this next mix, we have the Badlands biome, and we're gonna mix it with a taiga biome. The new biome is called the Barren Taiga, and it's basically just a taiga biome but with terracotta, sand, and dead bushes. This biome has a danger rating of 5 out of 10 because only normal mobs can spawn here, and you aren't in much danger most of the time. In this biome, you can also find foxes and villagers like in the normal taiga biome. The Barren Taiga is an interesting biome concept, but I don't think it fits into Minecraft, so for that reason I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 overall score. So for this next one, we have another desert themed biome, the Mushroom Islands and the Desert. Mixing these two biomes would make a new one, called the Fungus Desert. The Fungus Desert is an interesting biome because it's just a desert biome that's been overrun by mushrooms. In fact, the only mobs that can spawn here in the day are mushrooms, and at night, the only mobs that can spawn are husks. Because of the lack of mobs, the danger rating of this biome is a 4 out of 10, meaning it's safe to explore and make a base, as long as you have wood. However, this biome is still quite rare to come across. A fun fact about the Fungus Desert is that cacti still spawn, but in groups, like pumpkin patches do. So if you're in need of a cactus, there's always some around. The only structure that can be found in this biome is called the Mushroom Temple, which is a desert temple with mushrooms growing inside of it. Overall, this biome gets a rating of 7 out of 10, because it's a good place to start off, but there isn't really much to do here after a while. You'd need to travel to other places to gather more resources. Okay, now we're up to the final biome. For this one, I thought we should have something a little more vanilla. So for this one, we have the End Islands and the Plains biome. This new biome is called the Floating Islands, and it's a biome that would spawn near the world height limit above plains biomes. On the Floating Islands, animals spawn frequently, and there's trees for wood. This biome is mostly safe, but there's still the danger of falling and mobs spawning at night. So its danger rating is a 5 out of 10 because it's not too hard to survive. There are also no structures that can spawn here, but it's a cool place to build your base as no mobs will be able to reach you from the ground, and you can even use an elytra to get up and down. This biome makes sense because if there's biomes that can spawn below ground, there should also be biomes that can spawn up in the sky. But overall, I'd give the Floating Islands a 5 out of 10 because there truly isn't anything to do here other than make a base. Also, if you're starting out and you spawn here, I feel bad for you because you're basically stranded for a while. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know your favorite of these biomes, and I'll see you next time.